is not for the swift, only who can endure it. Only the fittest of the fittest shall survive.
Sometimes the road gets too rough, so you can't stand the pace. Can't keep up with the leaders, so get out of the race.
So let's just jump right into this tutorial. First things first, you always need to start off with freshly washed hair, and then I'm going to divide my hair into 3 sections just so that it's easier for me to work with. I'm going to start with the bottom of the back, and I'm going to work my way to the top, making my individual boxes. Now I did this part off camera because it's really hard for me to get those clean parts because I have to use 2 mirrors and then add in the camera. It was just way too much. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly how I did the back by demonstrating it in the front. I specifically like to use a rat tail comb because I feel like you get the neatest parts out there. So I'm going to use the back end of the rat tail comb to clean my parts up, and then for this specific section I'm going to divide it into 2. That's me just adding some edge control to my hair, and then I'm going to twist that section. I'm only going to twist this section because it's a little small and I didn't want to braid my hair and then twist it at the end. So this section is just going to be just a little bit different from the rest. And once I'm done with the end of my twist, I'm just going to wrap my hair around my finger and just curl it at the ends and work to my next section. Again, I'm going to add some edge control to my hair, and this time I'm going to braid the roots. Try not to braid it too tight because you do have to get your crochet needle into that specific section. So just make sure there's a little bit of space. So I just braid the roots so I have a good base, and then I'm going to twist the end of my hair. I'm going to continue to do the same steps until my hair is completely done, adding edge control to that part, braiding it a little bit, and then twisting the end all the way down to the end until it's finished. And I'm just going to keep working my way to the top until my hair is completely sectioned off for my locks. The locks I'm going to be using is from Freetress. I'm going to be mixing it up with the Goddess Locks in the color number 1. These Goddess Locks are 18 inches, and no, this video is not sponsored. I did purchase this from my local beauty supply store, and it was $6.99 for the Goddess Lock pack. And I'm going to mix it with the Freetress Soft Faux Locs, which is in the wavy. This one's in 20 inches in the color number 1, and these don't have that beautiful curl at the end, so I just wanted to just jazz it up a little bit. And with this pack, I purchased this one for $7.99. So let's just get into it. I'm going to do every other braid a Goddess Lock, and then every other braid a Faux Loc. And you're going to take your crochet needle, you're going to push it underneath your braid, and you're going to go ahead and pull that crochet part through. And then I'm going to take my natural hair, I'm going to put my natural hair inside the crochet needle, I'm going to close the needle, pull my hair through that loop, and then I'm going to tighten it up. Now this is not my method. I did find this method on YouTube. I think it's the Jazz Nicole method. I'm not 100% sure, but I did find this technique on YouTube. I'm next going to take my crochet needle and I'm going to push it in the middle of those locks. Of the lock, not those locks. I'm going to take my natural hair and I'm going to pull it through the lock and I'm going to pull it down. Now this method may seem very easy, but guys, let me tell you, the reason why my eyes are so red is because I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning doing these locks. It was very, very, very frustrating. And I am not really a professional, but I have been doing my own hair since I was 9 years old, and this technique was not as easy as it looked on YouTube. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. I don't know if it's the locks, I don't know if it was my hair, I don't know what it was, but it was giving me a really, really hard time. And I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. But for now, as you can see, I'm just going to continue to pull my natural hair through the lock until it's completely hidden. Another thing too I want to give you guys a heads up with is this specific brand, this Crochet Faux Locs one, not the crochet one. I feel like it's a little bit looser than the Goddess Loc. So when I pulled my hair through, I feel like I loosened up that lock a little bit. If you can see, like when I'm turning my head to the side and the back, you can see that it's not so neat with the ones that I did in the back. It just kept loosening it up, so I don't know what's wrong with this brand. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. Maybe I was doing something wrong. But with these clips, it's looking like, oh, she's pulling it through and it's looking good. But girl, let me tell you, the back was a struggle.com. So it was really hard because the lock kept loosening it up. So I definitely want to give you guys the heads up. So I'm just continuing the same method, pulling my hair in between the middle of the lock until it's hidden. Another thing you're gonna see is the struggle. So sometimes you think, yeah, I have that crochet needle in the middle of the lock, and then when you pull your hair through, it's like, no, I don't think so. So that's another struggle that I faced as well. I was also thinking of doing the like untwist the lock and wrap it around your hair. That didn't work for me, guys. So this is the best that I can do. But again, like I told you guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make it look a little bit neater. But I like the rough look of it. It makes it look more islandy, more tropical, more realistic. So I do love that. And as you can see here, look, I'm even struggling to just pull my braid through. I left these clips in here because I want you to know that it's not always perfect when you're doing it. You have to have some patience when it comes to doing these crochet locks. Another thing I faced was my braids are peeking through. I don't know how these girls did it, but my braids were peeking through, and I'm like, I really don't like the way this looks. So to make it look more natural like this side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Marley hair and I'm going to cover my braid so that it looks a little bit more realistic. So here's just one strand. That's all you need is one strand of Marley hair, and you're gonna pull the Marley hair through your braid. Yeah, let's try this again, girl. Come on, Tommy. You're gonna take the crochet needle and you're gonna put the Marley hair inside the needle, and you're gonna lock it, and you're gonna pull it through your braid. Just leave just a little bit because my locks are a little bit long. They're 18 and 20 inches, so I wanna make sure that I'm using all of the Marley hair. And then pay attention to the direction the faux locks is going in, and you're gonna wrap that Marley hair around it in that direction. Now when you're wrapping the Marley hair, just make sure that you spread it out a little bit so that it can cover that braid. So as you see, as I'm locking it and I'm wrapping it around, I'm opening that Marley hair and I'm just wrapping it all the way down. Now you don't have to do this for your entire head. You only need to do it on the areas where you can see that the braids are showing. So I only did it with the front section. I didn't do it with the back. As you see, I did rough it up a little bit because I love that frizziness, because that's what makes it look so natural. And as you can see, now it looks way better, even though my braid is peeking a little bit through. But if you can see that, then you're too close to my head. If you're wondering how to seal the locks now, you'll just keep wrapping your hair all the way down till you get to the end, and then you're gonna create a knot around the lock, and you're gonna tie that knot, and then you're gonna split the hair in half, and then you're gonna tie it again. And then once you're done with that, then you're just gonna pull it through the crochet lock and then just clip off the ends. This sounds like a lot of work, guys, but this is the way I made my locks look the way it looks. I also like this method as well because it makes your locks a little bit thicker. So I really like the way it turned out in the end. Like, I faced the problem and I found the solution and it worked for me. Right here, you can see me taking that crochet needle, I'm pushing it in the middle of that lock, and I'm taking the excess hair from the Marley hair and I'm pulling it through, and then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut it off. And that's the way I sealed my Marley hair with my locks in the front. And after you cut that piece off, I like to just rough it up a little bit again, and then just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So that's basically what I did. I'm just trying to figure out, so as far as how much packs of hair I used to create this look, I only used 2.5 packs of hair. I bought 4. I bought 2 goddess locks and 2 faux locks, but I only used 2.5 packs to create this look. I don't know how many locks I have in my hair, but as far as the Marley hair is concerned, to complete the front, I only used 1 pack of Marley hair. And you can see now it looks super natural. I love the way it looks, and I actually really like the way this style is. I'm just showing you guys the way it's flipped over. As far as the accessories concerned, the little jewels that I have in my hair I actually purchased from Amazon, so I will put the link below so you guys can get them. It has this like rings, it has like all this gaudy look, so I really love the way it turned out, guys. I got so many compliments on this. I actually prefer the crochet method because it's very lightweight, so I was able to put my hair in different styles. I was able to throw it up in a bun, and it just did not cause any headaches. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it below. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.